He was handsome and a gentleman. The two chatted every day for months about when they were going to meet up in person. But there was a problem.
It started with he needed to get the software to do the paperwork for his retirement. That's when he first asked for money. And as soon as he could do the paperwork for his retirement, then he could come back to the States. Syria was getting really bad. He really needed to get out of there. And I was thinking this was a good thing, but like, now you're asking for money. I don't know about this. And he's like, I swear I'll pay it back right away. Like, I don't have access to my accounts right now because I'm over here. They lock everything up. And all of a sudden, they were going on this secret mission, and the chances of them making it back alive were slim to none. He asked for 200, and I think I ended up sending like 50 the first time. And then he asked for more because they were going on this mission. And he said everybody's family's sending them money. So the mission was something for the Syrian government. So one day I woke up with videos of all these tanks getting ready to leave to go on this mission out on this desert, like sending these videos of him like coming out of the top of this huge tank. So the whole time I'm just sending these uplifting messages. I hope you're okay, I'm thinking of you. While he's out on this mission, he sends me this message, and he had sent a picture who he said was his best friend who got killed in the mission, laying there on a gurney. And he just said something along the lines of, I'm just heartbroken, like my best friend got killed on this mission. It's been a really bad time and it's been really hard. Once they got done with this mission, supposedly they found this gold and money that the Syrian government had been looking for. And because they helped them find it, the Syrian government was going to give them each a portion of it. And so he had already told them that I was his fiance and it was getting ready to be sent to me. And that's when the real mess started. He says, okay, well, we have to set up this courier service and they're going to send this stuff to your house. He sends these letters and email to me saying that it's set up, and as soon as I send this money, then it can be sent. So I start the process and I start sending this money, and of course it's all Bitcoin. I'm working like 60 hours a week already, and everything at this point that I'm making is going into this. I'm doing Cash App, I'm doing Bitcoin machines, receiving it because we're having to figure out how to get it into Bitcoin to send it. Like one day I went to one of the Bitcoin machines at a gas station by my house, and I had this stack of cash, and these people are just staring at me, and he's on the phone and he's telling me what to do. And I'm like freaking out because I'm like, do you understand? I have this huge stack of cash with me right now. Anybody could just snatch it. Like, I would have nothing to protect myself. All he cared about was getting that money in that Bitcoin machine. And every time we would fight about this money and the fact that I didn't want to be doing this. This courier got to Dubai. And then, of course, it couldn't get past customs without them opening it. And it couldn't be opened because they didn't claim the money or the gold bars. So then, of course, it needed another $7,000. He needs me to send this $7,000 more.
At this point, Jillian became suspicious. She had already sent $15,000 to Evan, and his request for money just seemed to never come to an end. This is when she began to do some research on who exactly she was sending all of this money to.
Before that day, I had sent money to who he would call these people agents, and I wasn't able to actually find any of them except one. I had found her on Facebook. I didn't know how she was going to respond, and so I sent her a message, and I just said, hey, I'm pretty sure you know we've been sending money back and forth. I'm just curious why you think we're sending money back and forth. She said, well, I'm helping this person.
It turns out that the people that Evan claimed were agents helping him in the war were actually just money mules. As soon as this woman Cindy told Jillian she was helping someone out, she dug even further.
And then I started doing reverse search on the pictures, and I found a ton. This guy's everywhere. He is a huge bodybuilder person. He has a couple different businesses. He was in the military. So a lot of what he had said about this person was probably true because he found it online.
Once Jillian found out that this man in these images was not the man she was communicating with, she did some research and immediately knew everything that Evan told her was a scam. She confronted him about everything right away.
He came clean. And now at this point, he started FaceTiming me with his real face.
So on accident, he revealed himself?
No, he did this on purpose.
They were on a call together. I snapped a face shot of him. Here's what Evan really looks like.
Fuck, that's a nice house.
Yeah.
So he admitted it to me, begged for my forgiveness. He had never had somebody tell him that they loved him before. Truly had feelings for me. He wanted to make it better, and it was just pleading that entire phone call. He said, I'm not a bad looking guy. You know, why can't we start over and figure something out? And so he would still call and talk to me and FaceTime me all the time. So I knew exactly what he looked like. I knew what his voice sounded like. He would actually show me around his place. He would show me around his town. I mean, he seemed to start giving a lot more information. So he's in Nigeria. He's in a marina. They have like no jobs. So he would have to get on a boat and go hours to find work. He had like no money. It didn't seem like his family was around except for the family that was hours away.
After getting caught red-handed, Evan wasn't this handsome guy with a six-pack. He was just a kid from Nigeria. He told Jillian he wanted to quit scamming, and he had stashed all of the money he had scammed from other victims into a crypto wallet. He was willing to pay her back and give her this wallet. This is what Jillian was referencing when she initially reached out to us by email. Remember, she stated, I don't want to put too much in writing due to my current situation, but I do believe I may have access to something you might be able to help me with. This was really vague, but now it all makes sense.
He said he could help me try to get access to this wallet. He has a code that was needed for the wallet because the amount of money in this wallet is outrageous. He said he would give me the code if I paid him $500 for his rent.
They sent her this